All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time. So we are here by the RV over here, so you can see. Now, I have had tons and tons of you guys ask me, Eddie, have you put the batteries, the inverter, and all that stuff? And I did not. Let me turn this way so you can see me. I did not. Only reason is because I wanted to test the technology that is in this, or I should say the older stuff, the majority of the stuff that people have. Now, this motorhome is old. It's a 2003. It comes with, well, these old Xantrax. I'm not a fan of them. They are limited, they're old, they're a modified sine wave, so it's dirty power. And this thing also has these Lifeline 6-volt AGM batteries. I said, you know what? I'm gonna try this setup and see. I have tried, and I've had this setup, well, pretty much almost all of this desert season, which is from like October to March, April-ish. And I've tested multiple times and hours and amp hours. It's just plain and simple, guys. Gel batteries, acid batteries, they're not for me. I don't want to say they suck, but they suck. I mean, with one TV on, and remember, these are 6 volts, so with one TV on, and I didn't think I had the heater on, I just had one TV on. There is just the Puchard's loss that is in these batteries, the voltage. So, and I'm going to explain a little more, but I don't want to waste time. I want to get jumping on this. But pretty much these batteries, if it's, 1%, 50%, 60%, 70%, you're going to know it. Where a lithium iron phosphate, that's what we are switching to. And you guys know me. I run those in everything. Had it in my Weekend Warrior, had it in my Attitude trailer, and I'm putting them in this motorhome now. So this battery right here, Golden Mate, shout out to them, thank you. Then I have 2 of these. I cannot fit 2 of these big behemoths. Now, if you guys remember, I did have 2 of these in the Attitude trailer. It was awesome. I went all weekend on just batteries and solar. So I'm going to install the lithium iron phosphate battery. This is a 200 amp hour battery. With this battery, lithium iron phosphate, if it's 1%, 20%, 50, 100, you get full power. That's what's nice about these. Where the battery that's in here, if, I don't know, say it goes to 70%, and being with the inverter so dirty, lights start flickering, you can like see them like something's wrong. When you have modified sine waves and dirty power, you start damaging some appliances. I don't like to take that risk. I just did this for testing purposes. And while I've tested it, and I cannot stand these, old battery, or not old battery, but AGM batteries, acid batteries, gel battery, whatever you want to call them, they're not for me. I am addicted to these LiPo batteries. It's amazing how much power you get out of them. This, I'll put the link in the description. I just added this. This is just to Bluetooth tell me voltage and stuff. I'll show you that more later in the video. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna start now attacking this. So first things first, make sure you kill the power before playing with inverter and power and everything. I haven't even checked. I assume power is not dead. Well, because I see a light there flashing. And I haven't checked it with my voltmeter. So we're gonna check it. Then we're gonna start taking this apart. I'm going to show you, I didn't even bring the inverter. I'm gonna bring the inverter and I'm gonna show you which inverter I am going with. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna do before I change my inverter, and for inverters, I run the Go Power 2000 watt, put it in my Attitude trailer, put it in the Stacker trailer, I'm gonna put it in the RV. I love that inverter, guys. I've had such good luck with the Go Power inverter. I have ran Victron inverters. I've tested a lot of inverters. Something about those Go Powers, man, they work awesome. So I'm gonna disconnect the power. Then I'm going to confirm we have no power. So that's first step. And then I'll show you. And I don't even know what I'm going to get into. Like, who knows, like, if it's the proper wiring? I don't know. So I'm going to just kill the power, then start taking this inverter apart and see what we get and what we find out. What surprises I get. Okay, so now we currently have the battery and we're not going to hook anything up. I'm disconnecting a ton of the jumper cables, well, because we don't need those. So we're going to leave it disconnected. It's done. Well, not done, but it's just sitting in there. It's good. It fits. Now we're going to start working on the inverter side of things. So I'm going to pop these off, make sure we got no power. We're going to get rid of these and these because we're no longer going to use these anymore. And we'll take this thing apart and see. I believe this is in and that's out, I think, but we will find out and play with it and see. we've confirmed no power, so now we are starting to disconnect this thing. So this is why I was saying it's pretty easy. This sort of tells you already, you know, what you're doing, what you need to do. You can see here, AC in, AC out. I've notated it, also wrote it down right there. Now, I'm gonna disconnect these. I'm going to now grab the inverter that they're just sitting on over there, and I'm gonna show you how I'm going to connect that. I might have to modify some wires, or hopefully, this would be nice if both of these just fit right where the inverter is. We're gonna have to place it and see. I'm not sure on that yet, but right now we have just disconnected the AC input. Okay, so now we've got the inverter in here. I've marked the out and the in. So depending on what you guys have, what you're doing, this motor home, as you can see with the 3 wires here, it's just 120 volts. So I don't have that 4th wire. If you guys recall the previous video with my toy hauler, I had the 4th wire. See that? In 1, and then we got nothing in 2, or nothing in the in 2. ACN in right here. And then same thing for this side. This is the out. Boom, boom. Nothing in the out 2. Then we have our grounds there and there. We got to clean these up, wrap these up good, and make sure no metal is exposed. We're going to have to, I got to fix that. I don't like this metal being exposed. We're going to fix that. Then we're going to hook up our ground to right here, but we're going to turn the inverter around. Well, boys, there you go. So I had to extend a couple lines like this one. That's it really. But other than that, everything fit. Yeah, I thought I wasn't gonna have enough, but it was a bunch of the jumpers that I got rid of over there, which I don't need because this is a 12 volt, not a 6 volt, so I don't have to jump these batteries. So now we've got this bad boy in here. This is done, completed, so we can close this up. I'm not sure why they did this, so I plugged the screen, and this is one thing you guys are gonna have to check. I was like, oh, I'm gonna just use the existing wire that is in there already. Plugged it in, did not work, couldn't figure out what was wrong with it. Looking at the color code, for some reason on this RJ11 connector, the color code in the RV is correct, but the color code coming out of here is incorrect. Very weird, not sure why. So usually they start with blue if you're looking at it like this on the left side. This one is completely flipped. So the blue is on this side. I don't think you guys will be able to see that. And this is the problem I had, where if you look at this one right here, you see you got the blue, yellow, green, red, and then black and white. And that's usually how it goes from left to right. This is going from right to left. Not sure why, so I'm just using the existing, because remember, when you do a setup like this, you have to set it up for what battery you have, and same thing for this side. See the blue? So that's usually how these RJ11s are supposed to be. But I have some of these. I got to cut this and remake this, then I'm going to try it, but I just ordered them on Amazon. So they will probably be here before I even finish this video. Well, I guess in the YouTube world, this will take about 5 seconds. But in my world, I'm going to bed. It's dark, and I will see you guys in a little bit. Now, we have got the proper RJ12 connector right here. So, bam, this is it. RJ11, RJ12, the 11 is 4, the RJ12 is 6, and what I mean by 6 is these little, I don't know if you guys can see the metal, the teeth in there. So what we're going to do right now, we got our special tool, bam bam. Now by crimping this, let's see, we're going to confirm here. Yep, blue, yellow, green, red, black, and white. So right here we should have the same thing. Blue, yellow, green, red, black, white. Yep. All right. So I'm going to crimp it. If I can put the camera down somewhere. Hold on. Sorry. Set you guys down right there. So we have confirmed. Got it pushed all the way in. We're going to go into here. Where's our slot? Right there. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's in there on the other side, and boom, we're gonna crimp. All right. Crimped it. Boom. Give her a little tug. That's it. So now, in theory, when I plug this into the remote side over here, we're gonna go unplug this and this should work inside the RV. So I'm gonna plug this in, we'll take this and let's go check and see. Okay, so now we will head back here and try this baby out. This should work now because this was the old one and this is the original one. Let's turn some lights on over here. Bam. Okay. All right. And I'm gonna need 2 hands for this. Bam! There we go, guys. It's working. I do have to trim a little bit because I don't think it's gonna fit in there. We gotta do little modifications right here. But look at that. That's it. So that was the problem. So not sure why they had it done like that. Maybe, I don't know. I've never seen one in that color combination. So I am not sure. But we're done with that inverter. And well, that's it, boys. I have to button everything up and put this in. We'll put the screws in and she's going to be done and complete. This is another upgrade. This thing is awesome. The Wi-Fi and Bluetooth thermostat. I really like that thing. And the next thing, we're going to get rid of this thing because this thing never works. Watch, if you hold it, watch that thing go, that right here will drop. Watch. Give it a sec. See? Look. What the heck? I mean, this stuff it's so inaccurate. These things suck. So we're going to go with the sea level. I heard that is like the badass one. That is going to be the next upgrade on the big ding ding over here. I forgot to do this. This is the best part. Taking stuff, ripping all the plastic. I hate the plastic on these things. But there it is, boys. She's trimmed up. We got the screws. Let me turn the light on. Back in there. Got it fit perfect. So, like I said, this will be the next thing. Get a nice sea level one in here. And, yeah, this is for the electric hot water heater. I'm gonna change just the whole way you flip it is just, it's really ugly. I just don't like this bit. I think, you know, it's not even straight. Like, look at this thing. It's loose, and if you try to push it the other way, I don't know, this thing really bothers me. So that's next. But what's cool about this, guy, so when I turn the generator off or you know, we lose power or something, I can see it here. And now having a lithium iron phosphate battery, I can, you know, kick it in the bed, watch TV, don't need to have the generator on. The kids can watch TV up there or watch TV in this one. We pretty much still have power because I've had some of you guys ask me what's the purpose of an inverter. That is the purpose, basically, because if you don't have an inverter, you're just stuck on 12 volt, the battery, basically. You have DC but no AC power. So now, that's it. We'll be good. I can kill it. We'll be, you know, great for the night if we got to run a heater or anything. That's, you know, the biggest thing. And the technology. You know, it's nice to have the new and upgraded technology. This thing is a 2003. This thing is very old. So, I mean, even this was the old thermostat, too. Look at this thing. Like, holy moly. So, there you have it, guys. So, hopefully now, this thing can go all night without the battery dying. And an update. Actually, wait, I don't think I posted that video, but I'll tell you anyway. So, I'm trying to make my trailer, and I explained this to you guys also, why I bought the trailer like sort of empty like wood, because I want to build it, like try to make it like a powerhouse, basically, power station. So I put a big inverter in there with a massive battery pack. We got a ton of solar panels we're going to put on it. And well, we're going to see if I can plug the motorhome into the trailer, and the inverter and the batteries that are in there and the panels are going to pretty much keep the motorhome full, keep it plugged in, keep it charged all day. See if we can run off of the inverter and sun. We'll see. So-so, but you know, I mean, I'd rather plug this bad boy in here. This little 9500 240 right here. This thing is the bomb right there. So I don't know yet, but we'll see, guys. It's just all testing. I don't know if it's gonna work. I will let you know though. So stay tuned.
Yeah.